Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jawad. Thank you for turning to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please do me a favor. It'll take you 2 seconds. Hit the subscribe button down below, and right next to it is the bell notification, because when I upload videos like this one right here, you'll first be notified. Also, if you watch on Facebook, thank you very much. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like button down below. And again, if you find this information valuable, please share with a friend of yours, because everybody can benefit off this one. Thanks for watching. Enjoy. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jawad. In this short video, I'm going to talk about an autoimmune disease called Hashimoto's thyroiditis. Now again, what does that mean? Is it an autoimmune disease? Is it a thyroid disease? Is it pathology? Is it an estrogen cause? What's going on with my thyroid? I don't know. Well, let me back it up a little bit. Let's talk about the thyroid first. The thyroid is a butterfly-shaped gland in the base of your neck, okay, and it has a multitude of functions. Energy production, weight control, heat control, breaking down food products, so forth and so on. So if you have a problem with your thyroid, this is where you have weight gain, weight loss, hot, cold, so forth and so on. So the master gland up in the brain is called the hypothalamus. It sends the signal thyroid releasing hormone. It tells the pituitary, hey, stimulate the thyroid to release hormone. So it goes the hypothalamus, thyroid releasing hormone, to the pituitary gland. From the pituitary gland, still upstairs in the brain, and it sends a signal down to the thyroid gland, thyroid stimulating hormone, to release hormones into the bloodstream. Okay, you have T4, you have T3, and also you have calcitonin. Calcitonin is utilized to help regulate the calcium levels within the body. 93% of thyroid hormone, T4, is inactive. Okay, T4 is inactive, and 7% is T3, which is active. So T4 gets into the bloodstream, it has to get converted from T4 inactive to T3 active hormone. Now the body works in a negative feedback loop. Basically is that if you have too little circulating thyroid hormone through the system, it sends a signal upstairs, hey, we need more. We need more. So again, the pituitary gland sends a signal to the thyroid, we need more thyroid stimulating hormone. Now if you have too much circulating thyroid hormone being utilized, then it's going to tell the signal up here in the brain, hey, shut down. It's like a thermostat, okay? Now what happens with Hashimoto's, now again, 90% of hypothyroid symptoms or conditions are due to an autoimmune Hashimoto's. Now again, it's an autoimmune condition, which means that the body's attacking itself. It just so happens your body is attacking the thyroid gland. However, this doesn't mean that it's not immune to everything else. Yes, it affects other places of the body. However, the target tissue, though, is your thyroid, Hashimoto's. So again, a lot of times with the primary doctors or conventional medicine doctors, they test two things for the thyroid. Okay, is it working and is it producing? Is the pituitary gland sending a signal to the thyroid gland, thyroid stimulating hormone to produce hormone? Yes or no? Okay. And that's pretty much it. However, if you have a Hashimoto's, your body's attacking itself. So what I do as a functional medicine practitioner, I want to dive deeper and do a full thyroid panel, because I want to know, do you have an autoimmune disease? So the two additional blood tests that I want to incorporate are thyroid peroxidase antibodies. That means, again, is the system in of itself attacking it? And the thyroid globulin antibodies, okay, is kind of like a transport vehicle being attacked, okay, and that's TPOB and TGAB, okay. So those are the two indicators that yes, you do have an autoimmune. Now again, if you do have an autoimmune disease, Hashimoto's, it's not the end of the world. It's just that the answer, okay, now we know what's going on, which is a lot. It's easier to manage because at least we have a better understanding. Now the thing about the symptoms about Hashimoto's is that it depends on the person. It depends on their immune response, because they can be having a little mix-up of symptoms. They could be hot and cold. They could have weight gain. They could have weight loss. Okay, so you're having combinations of hypo and hyper thyroid symptoms. However, the main ones that are always kind of to be an underlying factor I've discovered is stress, anxiety, and depression. Those are the three main symptoms that I found that people who have Hashimoto's, in addition to the weight gain and weight loss, depending on how the autoimmune response is. Okay? Now again, what's the cause? Now, typically females are more affected than males because the estrogen component. And in my discovery, usually it happens 3 to 8 months postpartum. That means, again, after you had the baby. So that tells me that it's estrogen-based. Now, estrogen is a powerful antioxidant. And so this is why females actually live longer than males. So go figure. So it's a powerful antioxidant. However, when the estrogen levels are low due to postpartum, okay, this creates the immune response. Okay, it lowers the immune reaction so the body is more susceptible to attacking itself. Also, too, chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation puts the body on high alert, which will decrease the immune system, and also if you have a low estrogen, yes, this will also be a causation of it. Now, other conditions involved could be, again, intake of gluten. Gluten, wheat, dairy, soy, sugar, and peanuts will cause a response anyways to the body, an inflammatory response anyways to the body. However, with gluten, you get leaky gut. The gliadin penetrates, okay, the barriers in the small intestines, punctures that open, so you have all these proteins that get into the immune system, and then you have an immune response. So again, you have an immune reaction. Zinc deficiency. If you have leaky gut, or if you have a bad diet, you're not absorbing the zinc. Zinc is powerful for the immune system. So you see how one thing will lead to the next? Okay, low vitamin D. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin. So again, if you have a poor digestive system, you're not absorbing the vitamin D. In addition, again, if you have the estrogen fluctuations, that in addition is going to pulverize the thyroid even more. Selenium. Selenium is the #1 nutrient that I always recommend for the thyroid. It's a powerful mineral that the thyroid needs to function. And people who have Hashimoto's typically have low selenium. So I recommend always a minimal of 300 milligrams of selenium per day because it's going to do two things. It's going to help lower the antibodies, so it's going to put the body on less high alert. And also, too, it's going to increase the conversion of inactive T4 to active T3. So selenium does a double whammy to the body. Now, another question is, well, I heard that iodine, and of course tyrosine, is good for the thyroid. Should I be taking more iodine? The answer is no. No, no, no. Try to stay away from as much iodine as possible if you can. Now, again, you're not going to stay away from it forever because it's hidden. However, if you think about it logically, if your thyroid is attacking itself and you're giving your body iodine, okay, that's just opening the gates to say, hey, attack me more. Okay, and this is where the fluctuations of hyper and hypothyroid symptoms will come about. Also, too, in addition, watch the carbs, watch the sugar. Carbs and sugar will cause the body to have chronic inflammation. Again, chronic inflammation, lower the immune response. Okay, then you have the fluctuations of estrogen. Again, it just opens the body up for an infection or pathology. All right? Now, one key thing that I always tell my patients is this. Just because you do not have hyper or hypothyroid symptoms, because you tested positive, you always have it. Now you have Hashimoto's. It's just that it may be at bay at this moment in time. Okay? So I hope this helps. If you have any questions or comments, please print them down below. I answer them. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.